Hello, I'm Daniel. I wanted to talk about a teaching from this text that I really like called Cultivating the Empty Field. Cultivating the Empty Field, the Silent Illumination of Zen Master Hongji. It's a text that means a lot to me. Hongji was a Chan Buddhist teacher in the 1200s. That's what you need to know about him. And this book is by Dan Leighton. And the quote I'm going to read from it is just this. Separate yourself from disturbance and face whatever appears before you. Separate yourself from disturbance and face whatever appears before you. What is facing whatever appears before you? There's a cat here, sorry. So, sometimes our being is described as like a mirror. Like a mirror because there are several conditions that a mirror can be in. So a dirty mirror might reflect whatever's in front of it in a distorted way, and a broken mirror might reflect whatever's in front of it in a really messed up way, right? But a clear and clean mirror is going to give an accurate portrayal of whatever's in front of it. A clear and clean mirror is going to give an accurate portrayal of whatever you put in front of it. And we often see the world in distorted ways. A lot of the time we are like a dirty mirror. We don't see things clearly. Rather, we see everything through a filter, through a dirty filter. And we might, if we've had a lot of struggles and a lot of problems in our lives, we might feel like a cracked or broken mirror too, right? If we've had some particularly awful traumas, we might see everything in a really negative way. We come into every situation carrying disturbances with us. Sometimes that's okay. If you've been struck by lightning, it makes sense to be wary of storms. It makes sense to be wary of storms if you've been struck by lightning, right? But other times we're carrying this baggage and it doesn't serve us. We're seeing every relationship as our past relationship, or we're seeing every job as our past job. That is when our baggage gets in our way. We've all been kicked in the heart, and the truth is that a bad relationship or a bad job or a bad friendship or a fight can haunt us forever, making it hard to let people get close to us, making it hard to trust and to go through life with an open heart. Or in the workplace, if you've ever had a boss you really trusted who let you down, then you know what I'm talking about. It could make you look at employers sideways for a long time if you have a boss that lets you down. And a lot of the time we project our own issues onto others. If we feel really guilty about some aspect of ourselves, selfishness for example, then it's really easy to see that in others. See everyone as selfish. Or look for any other clue that might make that argument. So with our practice, what we're trying to do is train our minds so we can learn to see things as they really are. We might not be able to clean the mirror of our being or really keep it clean, but we can remind ourselves that we're not getting a clear picture, that our mirror is dirty. We can remind ourselves. We can keep that in mind, especially when we're getting really angry or when we're putting up walls or when we're engaging in some kind of struggle with other people. We can remember our mirror's not that clean. And just knowing that is in itself a success. So, separate yourself from disturbance and face whatever appears before you. That is about putting down our baggage just for a second and trying to see things clearly, because we come into every situation not seeing things clearly. Sometimes it seems like we're carrying everything that's ever happened to us into every situation. And sometimes that's helpful, but a lot of the time it's not. And we do it because sometimes it's helpful. Because if you've been struck by lightning, you should stay inside when there's a storm. Because if you've been attacked by a dog, dogs make you nervous, and that's okay. But sometimes it gets in our way, and it stops us from having meaningful relationships, and it stops us from connecting with other people. So we want to learn how to recognize our baggage and recognize when we're projecting and when our being is a dirty mirror. That's all I have to say for today. And again, the book I read that quote from was Cultivating the Empty Field, which is a favorite of mine. And I will just lead a very short healing breath exercise. I like the healing breath. It's a breathing meditation, and it just takes a few seconds, and it really centers me and brings me into a calm and receptive state. And so I want to do it with you so we can go forth into our day and be in a calm and centered state. So the healing breath is done this way. You breathe in very slowly, count to 5 while you're breathing in, and then you hold your breath and count to 5, and then you breathe out very slowly, counting to 5 while you're breathing out. That's it. And we're going to do that 3 times, and then we're going to go get on with our day. Okay? And I'm going to do it with you, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Okay? Okay. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. And one more healing breath. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. So thank you for taking the time to be here with me today. I do want to challenge you to go forth into your day and just ask yourself, if any conflict should arise, ask yourself, am I being a dirty mirror right now? Am I seeing this clearly? Just asking ourselves that is, in itself, very powerful. So, thank you for taking the time to be here. I'm going to try to do more videos like this. Have a great day.